For decades, they were the untouchable legends of modern warfare. The German Leopard 2, the American Abrams, the British Challenger 2, NATO's Steel Titans, designed to face down Soviet hordes on the plains of Europe. But they never did. Until now, the war in Ukraine became the ultimate testing ground, the brutal laboratory where theory meets a deadly reality of drones, mines, and artillery. For months, the world watched and asked one burning question. Are these legendary tanks the game-changer Ukraine needed? Or are they obsolete? Today, we go beyond the hype and the headlines for the first real combat analysis of the West's best. This is the story of steel, survival, and a forever changed future of warfare. Welcome, everyone, to a deep dive we've been preparing for months. I'm Warplate, and before we begin, a critical point. This analysis is based on verified loss footage, official data where available, and reports from both sides of the conflict. The fog of war is thick, and absolute certainty is impossible. But by piecing together the evidence, we can draw powerful, startling conclusions about the performance of these magnificent machines. We'll analyze each tank individually, their design philosophy, their deployment, their triumphs, and their losses. Then we'll compare them directly. This isn't about picking a winner. It's about understanding the brutal realities of 21st century combat. The Leopard 2 was the first to arrive and the most numerous. Hailed as the savior, the symbol of Western commitment, primarily the 2A4 and 2A6 models. Its philosophy, mobility, and firepower. A renowned 120mm smoothbore gun, excellent optics, and good speed. But its armor, especially on the older 2A4S and on the weaker top and rear plates, had a known vulnerability. Its baptism by fire in the summer of 2023 was brutal. The counteroffensive ran into the densest minefields in modern history, covered by pre-sighted artillery and hunter-killer drones. We saw videos of Leopards being damaged, immobilized, and destroyed. The internet exploded. Leopards are failing, but was that the whole story? Analysis shows something critical: crew survival. In numerous strikes where a Leopard was mission killed, the crew survived and escaped. The blowout panels for the ammunition worked. The design saved lives. The tanks that were lost were often caught in impossible situations, hitting multiple mines, then being finished by a drone or artillery. The lesson wasn't that the Leopard was bad. It was that no tank can survive alone in modern, drone-saturated combat. It needs integrated support. As tactics adapted, the Leopard's strengths, its accurate gun and mobility, began to shine in defensive and combined arms operations. Then came the British behemoth, the Challenger 2. Its design philosophy was the opposite of the Leopard, pure survivability. It's famous for its Chobham armor, and until September 2023, no Challenger 2 had ever been destroyed by enemy fire. Its unique rifled gun, while older, fires devastating HESH rounds excellent for destroying fortifications. The Challenger promised to be an unstoppable fortress. And then, a single image shook the world. A Challenger 2 destroyed near Robotyne. How did it happen? The evidence suggests it wasn't a frontal penetration. It was likely hit on the weaker rear or side armor, perhaps by an artillery barrage or a top-attack munition from a drone. The ammunition might have cooked off. But here's the key takeaway. The crew likely survived. The tank was a total loss, but the fortress did its job. It protected the humans inside. This single loss, while significant symbolically, doesn't define the Challenger. It simply proves the same universal rule. There is no invincible tank. Its value in Ukraine has been as a heavy support weapon, using its accurate gun to smash Russian positions from a distance, a role where its survivability is a major asset. The most anticipated arrival was the American Abrams, the king of the Gulf War. A turbine-powered beast with legendary armor and a fearsome reputation. But its journey to Ukraine was complex. It's heavy, it's fuel-thirsty, and the US was cautious. By the time the first M1A1 Abrams arrived in late 2023, the nature of the war had changed. The big counteroffensive was over. The front had stabilized. And the Russians were waiting with one goal: to film the first burning Abrams for their propaganda. For months, Ukraine held them back. They understood the symbolic weight. They trained and integrated them carefully. And when they were finally committed, it wasn't in a massive armored thrust. It was as a mobile artillery piece. We've seen incredible thermal footage of Abrams using their superior night vision and fire control systems to engage Russian positions with pinpoint accuracy from several kilometers away. They are a firepower multiplier. But recently, the first losses have been recorded. A few Abrams have been damaged or destroyed, primarily by Lancet drones and artillery, again targeting their thinner top armor. The pattern is identical. The tank is immobilized or damaged, then finished off. But critically, again, reports suggest high crew survival rates. The Abrams' armored crew compartment and blowout panels are doing their job. Who wins? It's the wrong question. the real analysis reveals something more profound. Crew survival. All three tanks show exceptionally high crew survival rates. This is their greatest success. They are saving lives, which is more important than saving the tank. The real enemy. The winner isn't a tank. It's the drone, and the mine, and the artillery. The battlefield is now transparent and lethal. No tank operates with impunity. Tactics over technology. The key isn't which tank is best, but how it's used. Used alone, they are vulnerable. Used as part of a combined arms system with infantry, electronic warfare to blind drones, and artillery suppression, they are powerful and decisive. The legacy of the Leopard 2, Challenger 2, and Abrams in Ukraine won't be a story of invincible titans. It will be the story that redefined armored warfare. It proved that the human inside is the most valuable component, and that technology must serve tactics, not the other way around. The era of the lone wolf tank is over. Long live the networked, protected, and supported tank crew. What do you think? Has this analysis changed your perspective on modern tanks? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to dive deeper into the drone war, check out this video here. Thanks for watching. Until next time.